Yo, what's up with everybody? Hope y'all staying smooth. Welcome to some more Final Fantasy Heavensward. Final Fantasy 14 Heavensward. I'm just say Final Fantasy Heavensward. It's fine. But either way, yesterday we left off with meeting the Moglin and making our way up to this floating continent. And now we're just going to focus on pushing through the story. And without further ado, let's do this. Running out of ingredients. Fetch quest. What does it have us grab here? Obtain springs from Cloud's breath. Okay. Alright. Oh, right here. 1. 2. The third one somewhere. Weird spot. Like here or something. No? I don't think. Okay. Where can the third one be? Maybe over here? Nope. This is always fun, right? I'm looking. Okay, the first one was right there. So it's probably like over here somewhere or something. Maybe up top, yeah. The only area that I haven't jumped to. Probably, watch, it's gonna be up here. Yep, told you. Okay, cool. Hey, thanks for stopping by and thanks for the like. Alright. Yes, the Mughals are infamous for their fetch quest. But we will eliminate the time it takes for these to get complete. Oh. Almost messed that up. Yes, we got what you were looking for. Okay. Okay. Then we go to Mogmug. Uh-huh. Oh, really? Okay. Some more fetch quests. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Back to the same spot there I was just at. Oh, now this is really something nice. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. I understand. I fully understand now. Wow. Okay. Heavensward, y'all didn't have to do it like this. Oh no, not in the exact same spot. Y'all didn't have to do it like this. Oh no. Okay. Is that it? No, one more. Is that it? Oh wow. Okay. And then normally you would spend 15 to 20 minutes running all the way back, right? That's exactly what would be happening there. You would spend 15 minutes, 20 minutes running all the way back over there, running back up here, running back over there. Wow. Heavensward. Wow. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by and thanks for hitting the like. Hope everybody's having a great evening. Oh, almost messed up. Okay. And then we go to this one. If you send me back to the same exact spot, not only do I understand what was said, I feel. I feel what was said. Okay, okay, at least this one's got us, you know, in this location. So I guess that's not too bad. Okay, so we're just talking to everybody real quick. It's cool. Okay. And the third person. Mogto. Okay. You lost something. Only one person knows where it might be. Alright. Okay, so this one is right outside. Takumi with the massive assist today. Normally, I am not really keen on, you know, basically having somebody fly you around to like new locations, especially when it's the new part of the game. But the Mughals are a special case, and anybody that knows knows. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, the Mughals are a real big special case for sure. Heavensward seems to be a special case in its own right. I guess I should say, to be honest, massive. No flight ability. Yeah, it's the real deal. Switch to the warrior for the XP. Yeah, we found it. All right. Those 3 trials would have normally took about at least 45 to maybe 30 minutes, depending on what's happening. But we're removing a whole bunch. We're removing just the walking. The only thing you're missing out on is me doing this all over the place. And I decided that that's a little bit boring. And just to keep things smoother, uh, yeah, we're gonna eliminate the boring walking. Anybody that knows, I've been doing lore walking since AAR. Like I'm chilling. A realm reborn. Okay, let's switch to my ninja. Okay. Okay, I'll gather them. It's not like they can't come up here and walk themselves, but okay. Yeah. They had Alpha not doing chores. He wants to leave. Okay. Don't worry. You got a soft side to you. Okay. Okay, alright. Everybody's been gathered. that no one else wants to do. You got that right. Yep. Okay. Okay. Switch to the warrior for the XP. He was the one that sat on the horn, by the way. All right. Okay. Okay, it's right here. Hold on. Oh, right here, right. That's good. Yeah, I can tell. Look at that. All that walking we're skipping. Yeah. Oh, and I can fly in the other locations already. I got those out of the way. But, yeah. The XP is starting to go up. That's good. It would have been nice if they put some grass around the Moogles at least. But, yeah, sure. Why not? Alright. Goodness gracious. Look at that. You would have had to go all the way around just to come back over here. All this would have had been done on foot as well, or the chocobo, or whatever mount you have. Alright, good. Minus the walking. Goodness gracious. Even further, correct? Yeah, way further. Yes. The view looks prettier from up here. I bet you do. Okay, follow him and make sure he doesn't get chased down by a dragon. A lot of back and forth. A lot of back and forth. Wait till you have to do all the side quests in the area. Oh yeah, they will. I'll get them done. Yeah, I'm gonna end up doing them. But I can only imagine. Yeah, I can only imagine. Mm. I can only imagine. Okay, that's done. Run down here. You see how long it takes for me to get to where I'm trying to get to? This is just an example. And it really is just going to help the stream just stay more action-packed, you could say. There's a lot of downtime in the part where we're in, from my understanding. So it's just best that, for the sake of stream, I just keep everything smooth, basically. Okay, that's done. See that? And a whole bunch of back and forth. That way we can just stay, the story stays intact. There's not a lot of downtime. It's like, what was I out here again for? Like, nah, we're keeping it all together. Hmm. Dang. Hmm. Hmm. Oof. We'll take a walk up here. Why not? It's at the top. uh. Oh my goodness. You see what I'm talking about? We'll run for the Lord. See the downtime? Now just multiply that by like 100. Alright. Oh.
Hraesvelgr.
S in Waymorn Skola.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Hraesvelgr, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva. But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Enya. Lis ways. Anashi esk in. En eski anshis li esishin.
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn!
Angan. Esklai fool. Inesh lai. Kanokish esole. Non shi esh olin. Inesh in el olin. I'm for is el nian il ankin. Lisnesk nedidranan. Eskian unkin nesh. Ikin monesh Esk esh ed all. Esk esh easy lis nice.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Tenesh. Esh edi in esk in. Non esi somi shisi shi.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelgr, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
Ten I el gain. Kakole so in. Slosk star ishiste. Stosk in. An asai innos. Teto hamafo. Esk ein ison Ul'dah. Dran il esk afashi. Für eine Kino, losken stari strari dran, lar häsne schnell. Toham aftan, feskdu for one istrasi, on lis eshta ithon. Sai if in ned, or ratatoska, stray mornin. Seski anuman lisna, kasea, ned el monikel, eskian. Es nicht is es Eschnes I as List. Is Ul'dah Sithra Antu Il. Kish an Esh Elra. Sith Morni Ratatoska Nisheg Ed. For always in Dar. Kal Eikmon Thorn in Yui. Ale Fey in Leita. Working Ushkin in. San Es Shisnishka. Stadrana Mohi. Snowdoan Ki. Ul'dah Ma Azmornish.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
Mixai Eski Listain. Non Miki Shisikin. Kua ala Aim El. Sai an Usin Afa an Thon Nizeg. Non wo I alamon a. Skor esk mik I es. Nes so I ang on in. Do in an. Ul'dah.
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Sale Orn I Nesh Iratatoska Kin for Elna. Sith Is Nesh Dokin An.
Then, the seed lies within us.
Is Ros Esh Idran. Oloson Inizek. Non Nish I Esk Diedran En. Wa Ul'dah Skola Es Alakin El Andranken. Mondo.
Ye gods! I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain!
War Ulmon Alaan Asdrao. Kawol Smaim Kol Thrahal Seskmoni. Se Ang In Kinizeg.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
In Ice in Draho. Ale Inia in.
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Ja an. Lies as an in. to ole in anhers isu. Unik du set in sori. Nosta no lis as dui for fain. Ka an isi a Ul'dah as nisek for. Lai as nesh I an iratatoska. Sith son ishi eskfa Ul'dah los an. Snosk for an, non an lis I an. Skol lens an. Skola.
That's insane.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Aery, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Wyrm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And with two Azure Dragoons working in unison, who can say what might be possible? But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the Wyrm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Dude, I think it's so cool that he acknowledged that I was a dragoon as well. That is the coolest thing. That's twice that he's done that, so that's cool. I do think that is so cool. Highly recommend. One line. 2 cutscenes, I believe. Oh, the first one. Yeah. No, that I'll take that. I'll take that. That's cool. I think that is the coolest thing. It's nice to get some recognition for all the hard work you put into your classes. I do like that. I do like that. That is really cool. Yeah, I do like the acknowledgement. That's pretty cool. And it was the way he said it too, with 2 dragoons, think what we could do. I'm like, dang, so I'm strong too then, huh? Thanks for noticing. Thanks for noticing. Oh. Oh, I needed that little dragon. Good thing they're right here. Ooh. I'll do this. Right, so. Oh, it gave it to me already. Okay. That's done. Oh, I might as well just stay warrior. I'm about to turn in the quest. Yeah, you will be seeing me do that a lot, so that I don't waste XP.
Is that it?
Aye, that would be the Aery. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated. Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. 'Twill be just like the good old days, no?
Ew. Sid. Hold on. Why is it not? It's not going away. It's fine. It's not going away. That's okay. I'll just leave it there. There you go. There were some technical difficulties over here. Excuse me, everybody.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
Ooh.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Ul'dah. It's about Her Grace, the Sultana.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Rauban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Okay, so far that was quest number 10 for today. Let me find out I get to see Nanimo again. Back in Ul'dah, huh? All the way back to the Waking Sands. Okay, cool. Pray return to the Waking Sands. Doriange.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
Yes.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friend, for Nanamo, and for Ul'dah!
For Ul'dah!
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me. General Alden!
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap 'twould be better coming from me.
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity, Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Meriel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Brave's initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilburd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
Oh my gosh, what a slap in my face. I can't believe everything I just saw right now. I just can't. I can't believe that. Yeah, no, most definitely. I don't trust anything that's going on right now. I don't trust anything at all. I can't believe that he has the nerve to ask for a clean slate. Why couldn't the plan be... Why did we have to go through so much trouble? Like, wow. Why did Raban have to lose his arm? We had to flee from the city. man, there was so much that happened. All they had to do was just tell us, hey, look, we're going to do this, okay? And I need you to not get too mad, but everything's going to be okay. That's all you had to do. That's really all you had to do. Just tell me. Give me 5 minutes to break down the plan. The plan doesn't have to end with somebody losing an arm here. Sheesh. I'm so mad. I cannot believe this. I just want to see Nanamo alive at this point. That'll make me happy. That's what I need to see.
I was having the longest dream.
"'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands. Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Ul'dah into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrius. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Ul'dah has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves. Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single, unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
course. Well, I'm happy that Nanamo is alive and Raban got his chance to reunite with her. That's probably like the main thing that I'm taking from this, but I can't help but have a feeling they're cooking up something else. Feel like I'm about to be betrayed. Why is the story doing this to me? Ah. Dude, I feel like I'm about to be betrayed. Something's gonna happen. Louis Soir, baby. Louis Soir. Okay. It's been a while since I spoke.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The Aery is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Wyrm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus, you believe an assault upon the Aery represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, it would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Switch to the warrior. Okay, gotta go see Sid. I'm still thinking about Thanalan. I wonder what they're plotting over there. It's in the back of my head. I just keep thinking about it. Takumi. Okay. I wonder if I have to go all the way out there, though. No, I don't, actually. I'll be going as White Mage to hurry up our duty finder. We should be able to find one way faster than yesterday. And it will be... See that? What did I say? This is why... Listen. This, you saw what just happened? You saw what just happened? This is why you run multiple classes. That right there is exactly why you run tank, healer, and DPS. This is why. Exactly why. Yo, he's epic. Oh. Man, he's a beast. A little rusty. Ah, no worries, man. Okay, my tank is doing a great job. Thank you, Takumi. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. I got you. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. I got you. Nice. They locked on the tank. I love playing White Mage. It's really cool. Okay. Start using my whole. I'm gonna refresh on that. Do is a refresh on this. Refresh on that. Refresh again. Yeah. Regen. Medicine it too. Chase for the other guy. I always tell myself if I let somebody down, die, then I'm not doing my job. So. Okay. Regen. Okay. Yo, what are they doing in front? Ow, my legs. Okay, 2 bards. Getting a little nervous over here. What are y'all doing? Guys. Yeah, slow down, please. I'm gonna put this on them. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, I stunned them. Yes, sir. Let me catch up to everybody. Another regen. Use Medicina 2. I have to use this. I have to use these. Okay, focus done. Get us another Medicina 2 out here, just in case. Put the tank with regen. The holies. Okay, that's dead. Okay, nice. Drop the regen on him. No, you're okay. I got you. You're not going anywhere. Ow, ow, ow. Take a regen. I I do see them taking a lot of HP, but good thing I've got the regen and the Medicina. Our tank is probably using a something to cure himself, because I do see the boost in his health. Alright, let's do this. Pay attention to the regen. Needs a fresh one. Regen. Medicine 2. Regen. Medicine 2. We're about to get hit. Okay, we're all looking good. We're all looking good. Got the regen. Where's his regen? Okay, there you go. Oh, 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 oh. We're getting pushed. No. I got it, I got it, I got it. I got it, I got him, I got him, I got him. We're okay, we're okay. Nobody's dying. Okay. I'll give everybody one. Oh, no, this way. Fresh regen. Heal you, don't worry. Oh man, what? Just regen. He needs a regen. Yes. Good job. Okay, Medicina too. Oh! Give us all a regen. That's gonna hurt all of us. Not me chosen out of all of us. Not the healer. Not this way. Okay, this is gonna hurt us, so let's do this real quick. Goodness gracious. Oh, my bard. Ugh. Oh. Heal us. Come on, baby. Oh, this is gonna hurt us too. I was going for the big one. There. Slightly too early. The only one that got any of that. Dang. Let me see right here. There. Okay, good.
No
This ends here! You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
They are ours, Lord Ul'dah. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The Wyrm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Ul'dah, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him? I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory, only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Ul'dah, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
We four, then.
Forton, Hylanat, Dirender, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more. We must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded? You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Ul'dah, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Huldreth took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the Wyrm's skull? Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried. Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the Wyrm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
All right. Oh, warrior. I was hoping I'd get that as a mount. Okay, cool. Yo, that was an epic fight. I like the way his gear turned to red. That's pretty cool.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Has es set nizek an hes an stra av an. Hes isi an in.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Ul'dah had dealt the Wyrm a killing blow.
Kom an I fåren
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
This one som anshin inkin in Ela. Ratan in E. Esklos Nizek A. Liz Esk and Gaan. I'm fire. Call Moghan. Tomlos Ineskla. Kas echi shiso. Sekmon ina an. Stray snowfall in sith I an.
"'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great Wyrm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other? Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us. Let us away, Warrior of Light. The people...
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence, but there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault. And...
Oops.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment. It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
I'm losing my mind right now. I think...
There!
Comrades! Sheathe your swords! There is no need for further bloodshed!
My lady!
She is come!
Hear me, brothers and sisters! The war is ended! Nidhogg is no more! Aye, it is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the great Wyrm low! The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends! He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
No, my friend! Far from it! At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it.
Peace?
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Okay, so we're down to our last 3 quests for the evening. Let's do this. Yeah, something is amiss. Huge. With that, I was wondering about the second eye. I was like, where's that second eye at, though? And I think I'm starting to figure out who might have it.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father, for I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Wyrm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelga? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Aery, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more. A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Aery prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him. That which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it. Even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Aery is the Archbishop's bastard son. Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Aery is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such. But the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the Vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Aery's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emmerich more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
Things are getting good. I'll tell you that, baby. Oh man, things are getting good. Yeah. Yeah, right. Okay. Hit throwing snowballs. Hmm. Alright, everybody, this is going to be the last quest for the evening. I've been having fun. Let's see if, I hope it doesn't leave us on a cliffhanger, because, oh my gosh, I'm just going to be thinking about it until tomorrow. Oh, it's leaving me on a cliffhanger. And that's going to be it for all 20 quests for this evening. Sadly, sadly, I don't get to see what happens to Sir Almec, but I am now like super curious to see what the heck is gonna happen. Yeah, but I'll be working on getting some other stuff done, finishing this area so that I can fly in it. We haven't yet returned back to the Sea of Clouds yet for MSQ, but I have a feeling that's going to be happening here shortly. And yeah, I'm having a great time with the game so far. Good thing that we started off the stream with burning through the Moogle quest, because that would have just been a whole bunch of just running around. Shout out to Takumi for helping me with that earlier. I really do appreciate it. Thanks, man. And I want to say thank you to everybody that came and stopped by our stream and just came and hang out. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I'm getting excited to see what happens tomorrow. And yeah, this is going to be good. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Like I said, I appreciate for coming and stopping by. As I usually say, see you soon. Stay safe. Stay smooth. Later, y'all.